Also, I'd like to say that, unfortunately, this global international event was accompanied by a campaign in some Western media, which President Trump calls fake news, and I fully agree with him, campaigned to discredit Azerbaijan, to blackmail us, to spread rumors and different disinformations. We've been accused that we are a country with oil and gas production. But before us, there have been several countries, including European, which also have oil and gas, but it was okay for these so-called media to ignore that. Azerbaijan's production of oil is 10 times less than production of Canada, just for instance. And our contribution to global gas emissions is only 0.1%. And who are the biggest contributors to global gas emissions, we know. But nevertheless, on a regular basis, sometimes more than a dozen articles daily were aimed to present Azerbaijan as a petrostate, as a country which do not deserve to have this global international event. And all that was generated from several centers, actually two. One in the US State Department, and the fake news like Washington Post, New York Times, Politico, Newsweek, Associated Press were just implementing the instructions of US State Department. Second source was Office of President of France, Mr. Macron, through their fake news media like Monde, Figaro, and others. So it was a coordinated campaign of blackmail and slander aimed at boycott of COP29. The reason, there can be different reasons, but one of them was that they could not impose their will on us. They could not change our policy aimed at full restoration of our sovereignty and territorial integrity. And they could not absorb the fact that here in the Caucasus, there is a country which follows its own national interests and do not say yes, sir, to so-called big bosses. Unfortunately, government of France went even further, advocating for many countries to boycott COP29. We have credible information from world leaders who attended COP29 and informed us about that, and from those who did not come, but conveyed the message that personally, President of France was campaigning against COP29. So this is a kind of politics which do not give credit to anyone. But regardless, we had a big representation. There have been 77,000 of registered participants. Among them, 70 heads of states and government from 197 countries. The only country which boycotted COP29 was Armenia.